Hey everyone, this is Unlock24, and today I'm going to go ahead and show you the deck that I've been using for the KC Cup. I guess, reach max level, and the deck that I was using is, maybe if you've been following me, you've already seen this deck, but anyway, this deck was completely insane. I think I lost maybe one or two times, but overall, I just trashed everybody that I played against. Let me see where it's with Arcana, and it's this version of the Blue Eyes deck, and I did change it up a little bit. And like I said, I was just trashing everything that I was playing against. If I played against Ancient Gears, they just got completely destroyed. If I played against a Blue Eyes Mirror, for whatever reason, I always ended up winning against it, and I think it's because I had the advantage of running two Cosmo Brains. And then if I played against heroes, most of the time they ended attacking into a drowning mirror force or two and enemy control, and then I would wait until they mask change, and then I would enemy control, and that way I wouldn't get OTK'd. I think the only ones that I lost to was heroes, and that's because I think I drew really bad, and I wasn't drawing a Blue Eyes. But I think that's the only reason that you'll lose is if you don't get a Blue Eyes in the first opening hand, which it's kind of hard not to get it, but there is times when you don't get a Blue Eyes and you have to maybe even waste one turn or wait a turn for you to get that Blue Eyes. I'm not running the bingo card. I forgot what the whole name of it was. Because I didn't have space for it, I didn't really want to take anything out. If I played against Ancient Gears, what I would do is I wouldn't set anything and then just leave an empty field. I think that's one of the other losses that I got is where they OTK'd me with Polymerization and the Ancient Hero Fusion. But anyway, here's a deck profile: 2 Breaker the Magical Warriors, 3 Dragon Spirit of White, 2 Destructitrons, and this Destructitron is just insane. And I've been saying that Destructitrons, I've been saying ever since it got released. It's just, if you're going second and they set a back row like 2 or 3, they are gonna get completely destroyed by Destructitron. Again, I wish I had some higher rarity ones of them, but there's no way for me to get a glossy one unless you spend like a ton of money. But I'm not about that, so I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere close to the prismatics. I'm glad that I do have them glossy, but having them in prismatic would be amazing. Anyway, 2 Cosmo Brains. This is the main reason that you beat Ancient Gears and you beat the mirror match, because you're running 2 and they're only running 1. If you manage to get over their single copy, then they're not going to be able to do much of anything. 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon, and after playing with this particular deck for a bit, I decided to make him prismatic. I still need to get this one into a prismatic, which I would have preferred the original art, which I think that's my favorite one. If I do get a chance, I think I'll get the original one. Let me just show you. And I think that's my favorite one. See, this one, this particular version, it's hands down my favorite Blue Eyes over all of them. But I did get a chance to make these prismatic, so I went ahead and made them. Anyway, still need to make that last one. 2 Silver Cries. I'm only running 2 because I only had the 2. If I had the 3, I don't really know what to take out. Maybe take out a Drowning Mirror Force, maybe, if I had the 3rd one, but I wasn't missing it. But if you do get the Silver Scry along with a, let's say if you start out with a hand of Spirit of White, a Destructitron, a Cosmo Brain, and a Silver Scry, you basically win that game. There's no way for you to lose. If you lose, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but you can do just a ton of things with those cards. 2 enemy controllers, 2 Drowning Mirror Force, and these I kept on changing it. If I was seeing that I was playing against a lot of Ancient Gears, I would switch it out for another Floodgate Trap Hole, and then the other one was, I think I switched it out for either a Karibo or a what was the other one? I can't remember, but I'm sure I will see it in the replays here in a bit. For the Synchro Summons, it doesn't really matter. These were left in here from a previous deck, so you don't need any Synchro Summons. The deck by itself just works amazing. Breaker the Magical Warrior is it's good, but it's not as good as Destructotron. It's still there's still a place for it because if they have a face up card, Destructotron can't deal with it, but Breaker does have that ability to destroy basically any spell or trap card. But let's go ahead and get into the replays. And again, I just completely trashed everybody in the KC Cup. Well, at least the people that I played against. I wouldn't say everybody, but the people that I played. And I think I recorded some of the losses. I'm not really entirely sure. We'll see here in a bit. Alright, here's the first one. Akisa Isinski. Alright, I'm going second. And preferably, you always want to go second, especially when you get one of those hands with the Destructotron, the Cosmo Brain, and a Blue Eyes, and then a Silver Squad. It's just completely insane. I'm playing against heroes, and I put a Floodgate face down. Alright, this was just a random, I think. I think this is a random. I believe this might be a random loss. Oh no, it isn't. Floodgate Trap Hole. That Floodgate Trap Hole is just completely insane. And then here we somehow, or we're kind of bricked, but anyway, that Breaker, the Magical Warrior, came in clutch. She's using Reload, which I think she was using just not the best version of the hero deck, but it's still a hero deck, and I think she did draw the optimal, I guess, starting hand to where you can OTK with it. But that Floodgate Trap Hole just saved me. Alright, the next one gets Crowler, and most likely is going to be Ancient Gears. And again, a ton of people are playing Ancient Gears. It's nothing but Ancient Gears, Yubel, Heroes, and then the rest of them is just random stuff. There were some Karakuris, there were some Dragoonis, but I don't think Karakuris and Dragoonis can compete that much right now with Ancient Gears, since they don't have high attack. I mean, if you get a really good hand with the Dragoonis, then you might have a chance, but other than that, there's really not much that you can do. And that's cool that he has a prismatic reactor dragon. That's amazing. It looks amazing. I guess I bet that if he drew this particular first one, whenever he purchased first deck, I'm pretty sure he went ahead and bought the other two. Because just look at how good that looks. Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon Prismatic. It looks so shiny. Ultimate Providence. And I haven't seen that many people play Ultimate Providence, and I think in this particular format, I think Ultimate Providence could be good. But again, there's a ton of Ancient Gear monsters out there, which it doesn't really do much of anything against Ancient Gear monsters. It might be able to do it after they attack, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but that's a cool tech that he was running, the Ultimate Providence. Alright, the next Raven Crawler, again, another, what is it? Another Ancient Gears. And like I said, there's a ton of Ancient Gears, especially near the top. And there's still some people playing the Amazons, and I don't think Amazons are really that good. If you, especially when you're running Breaker and Destructotron and everything else, they're just gonna get completely trashed, especially with enemy controller and Floodgate Trapples in this particular deck. Alright, so he has, I guess, a good setup now, or a decent setup. Your Fortress. And here you can just basically go for a game. And then he just surrenders. Another Akisa. I think most of the Akisas are running heroes. If not the, what is it, level 5 synchro control, I'm not sure what they call it, with the with a skill where it starts out with a level 2 clan in the graveyard. That's somewhat common also, but you don't see it as much because again they really can't compete. So most of the time when you see a Kisa, it's either going to be heroes or that level 5 control deck. There you go, it's heroes. So set. And I do have a breaker, so breaker, try to break the back row. And then I do have a Silver's Cry, so I can go ahead and Silver Cry into the spirit and then destroy the back row and just that's basically just cleaning the back row, and this is basically the game again. She just surrendered. Alright, and the last one. And again, this deck is just insane. And if you haven't reached the level 20, I highly suggest that you use this deck. Again, it's really easy to build. It's somewhat expensive because you do need the breakers and you do need the Destructitrons. I think the Destructitrons were out of a box. If not, I can't remember where I got them. Well, we'll see here in a bit. And then the this thing, the Silver's Cry, is also ultra out of a full box, which is kind of the bingo machine go was the one that I cycled out with the Drowning Mirror Force if I was playing against a lot of Ancient Gears. So if I faced like 2 Ancient Gears in a row, I would take out one of the Drowning Mirror Force and put in the bingo machine. And that's kind of something that you have to learn how to do. If you're playing against a lot of a particular deck, you do have to adapt. Otherwise, you're really never going to do much of anything. This card is so annoying. I was actually thinking about making mine into a prismatic too because I do use it a lot. Whenever I'm just bored, I go on rank and I just troll people with that Lava Golem deck and Obnoxious Kilter Guardian, basically burn deck. And I took some damage, which is kind of unfortunate attack. And he attacked this so the Lava Golem would flip face up and I would take 1,000. And I attributed, then he switches with Enemy Control, and then Enemy Control take control, attack for 1900. And then Silver's Cry again, that would be game. Okay, let me go ahead and show you the deck list one more time, and if it gives me the option, I'll show you where you can get those cards. Especially if you're a beginner. I'm pretty sure if you've been playing for a while, you most likely already have everything in this particular deck. Again, this I didn't create this whole thing. I mean, some of the tech things that are in there, I'm pretty sure anyone with common sense would put them in. But I think this was maybe like a top deck in like the previous KC Cup or a World Championship maybe. But anyway, here it is one more time. Breaker, you get it from the Black Storm Rising, which again, it is an ultra rare, so it's kind of hard to get. Then these from the, I think this was from the Structure deck, the White Dragon of Legend, yeah. And then the Destructitron was from Chaotic Compliance or the Selection Box. The Cosmo Brain, I think this was level up rewards. Oh no, it was also from the deck, I guess, the White Dragon of Legend. I thought it was from a level up, but I guess I'm wrong. And the Blue Eyes, I'm pretty sure you start out with 1 Blue Eyes, and then as you level up Kaiba, I think you get it. Yeah, sort of Kaiba starter deck, dual reward, and Mokuba Kaiba starter deck. So you should have several copies of it. Silver's Cry you get from Stardust Acceleration. And again, it is really hard to get because it's a full box. And then Enemy Control, you can get it from the card trader. I think it might be out of rotation, but you can get it from the... I'll show you here in a bit. And then Drowning Mirror Force. I'll show you how to get cards that are no longer in rotation here in a bit. Alright, Gaia Genesis and Selection Box Volume 2. And then, of course, the Floodgate Trap was from Generation Next. But I'll show you here how you obtain cards that are no longer in rotation. You go into the regular inventory, and if you see the cards that have been taken out of rotation, they only leave like the newer ones now. For the old ones, they do take them out, and then after a while, they bring them back to the regular inventory. So you go to the regular inventory, and then if you don't have something that's been taken out of rotation, you just grab it from here and add it to. Well, let me see if I have like just a regular rig, because I don't want to spend that much gold. Because I did spend a ton of gold making those bluish prismatics, and then I made several other cards prismatic also. Let's see, something that I don't really have. That might be useful in the future. Let's see. Alright, malfunction. Let's set a malfunction. So you add it, confirm. It says, are you sure you want to convert a selected card? You click yes, and then you'll get a copy of it. And then you won't be able to get anything else until the next card trade or rotation. As you see, it's sold out. And I didn't really know about this particular feature. I thought it was just a list of what was on there, but eventually I kind of caught up. And I was wanting to make this guy into a prismatic. What else? Let's see what prismatics I can get first before I do that trade. And I'm running really low on rare jewels, which there's really no way for me to get anything outside. So there's really nothing else that I can get into prismatic right now, because I'm pretty sure I'm out of everything. Well, I'm out of Stone of Lights. I'm also out of Stone of Earth. And let's see what this thing. Let's make it into a glossy. Oh, it's Stone of Dark, so I should have enough. That's 400 gems and 450 Stone of Darks. Worth 1, 2, 3, 450,000. I don't want to spend that gold. I'll just keep it as is. Let's just buy some packs out of this. Let's see. What do I want to buy? Actually, I'll just save it for now. But anyway, there it is. If you have any questions or comments, just do leave them in the comment section below. If you are enjoying my videos, do subscribe. It does help out a lot. And if you like this video, leave a like. And if not, go ahead and leave a dislike. And I'll see you guys next time.